What is up, everyone? It is Stormy Crow. Sorry in advance. I'm currently upstairs where the turtle tank is, so if you hear the water in the background, that's why. And I also have a starring guest, my familiar. Hey, Tiki. So the plan for today's video is to do the 5 witchy tips for beginner witches video. I think I said that right. So yeah, stay tuned. Sorry for looking a mess. And let's get on to the first tip. So tip number 1 for me in getting into my craft, the one tip that I would suggest would be when starting out in the craft, you want to take your time. When I got into the craft, I was so excited about it that I just went from topic to topic, and doing that, I didn't get much help in the subject, like with energy or like earth magic, stuff like that. I just kind of went from thing to thing because I wanted to know so much, and in that I didn't put enough time and effort into it that I kind of screwed myself over. So tip number 1 would really be to take your time. The topics ain't going nowhere. You got how many years to learn all this stuff? And I know at first it's a lot and you really want to learn everything, but you really just have to take your time. Tig's causing trouble with her brother. So, yeah, just really take your time. And remember, Tig, remember that there is time to learn every topic. You don't have to learn it in one day. Just watching. Topic number 2. The second topic for me would be watch where you get your information from. A lot of times, websites like Wikipedia, a lot of people say aren't really true and don't give out the right information. So I'd say, starting out, yeah, YouTube is a good place because that's where I went, because obviously I didn't put like $150,000 or whatever into books and all that. Sorry for the shift. Obviously I'm still on my tablet. I am getting SD card soon though for my camera, so that's good. But like I was saying, just really watch where you get your information from, and be really grateful. I just got a new book, and honestly I'm so happy to read it. It makes learning a lot more fun when you don't have all the things all the time. And this really goes with my first tip, because watching where you get your quote-unquote stuff or tools from is a big thing, because of you don't want to go to like a crappy shop. No offense to any of the witches who have shops, because I want to run my own shop. But you don't really want to go out there and buy like a 1.5-star wand and it comes back broken and their crystals are really bad and stuff like that, you know? So just really watch where you get your tools and stuff from. My third tip would be to really figure out if you want to share your path or not, because when I came out, which there will be a story that I'll be putting out along with my Meet My Familiar video, but you probably want to think like, am I gonna come out as a witch to my family? Am I gonna stay hidden in the closet, you know? Because I know a lot of people can't because they have like Christian families, and that's perfectly fine. I know it's hard, but there are ways to practice and still be in the closet. So I think one of my tips to give out to another witch is kind of figure out if you want to be a closeted witch until you can move out, or, you know, if you just want to stay in the closet, it's not something that you want to show off, you want to be more of a solitary witch, that's perfectly fine. Me, I'm very open about it. I'm obsessed with magic, so I rant and rave about it a lot, so that's really one thing that I'd say that you need to figure out, is if you're going to share your craft with other people or if you're going to keep it in the closet. My fourth tip, crooked pinky. My fourth tip would be just really going out in nature. you know, look at the world around you, because a lot of times witches are like, oh, I have to go spend $45 on Etsy to get a wand, or, you know, I want to go and buy a plant. No. Really, a lot of times witches can go out, especially green witches, can go out in nature and find what they need, because a lot of times that's what they did back in, like, the Salem witch trials and stuff like that. But, like, you can go out, you can get a wand out of, like, an oak branch. Of course, either have it severed on the ground already, or if you do take something from a tree, always leave an offering and say thanks and prayers and everything. And do not cut it. Just, I don't know, you'd have to do more information on that, because I found my wand on the ground outside and I blessed it and everything. But a lot of times you can go outside and it's amazing what you can find just exploring. You can find different rocks that give off different energies. You can bless the rocks. You can... dirt. I know me. I'm happy with some twigs, some dirt, some stones. I'm happy. So a lot of times it's just about going outside, seeing nature. You know, if you've had a rough day, you can go outside. You can cleanse yourself just by doing some breathing exercises and just feeling nature, because at the root of all magic is nature and is the god and goddess and everything. So just go outside and see what you find. Back with my fifth tip. My fifth tip would be owning your craft. In witchcraft, your craft is different from their craft and their craft, and you know. So really try to make it your own, because the truth is everyone is different. And when in your craft, you'll see things like, oh, if I'm doing a magical love spell or something, I'd rather use hibiscus instead of ginger. You know, you change things to make it work to your standards. And a lot of times that is what the craft is about, is being a community, but also being different. Because every single person's craft is different. So really, for my fifth tip, I'd say own your craft. You know, don't go out and be like, oh, I work with Apollo, and this makes me that and that. No. Be like, you know, when you get up in the morning, I'm a witch. I get to be a witch. I love my craft. And it's mine. Let alone, I'm blessed with this life. You know, just own it. You know, don't be discouraged if another witch goes up to you and like, no, you can't put this in a spell, or no, you can't do this. You know, don't listen to them, because everyone's craft is different, and there's no right craft, there's no wrong craft, it's just your craft. So, like I said, for my fifth tip would just be, get out of your shell. Own your craft, do what you want, and make this life your own. That is all for this video. Thank you all. If you want, drop a like and subscribe for more content. I will be doing a video, I'm pointing to my familiar, I'll be doing a video about my familiar here soon, so stay tuned for that. Bye guys.